vision for Richland Village. I'm Jill Horner. This is Comcast Newsmakers. With me is Mayor Chuck Chiarello of Buena Vista Township. Thanks so much for being with us.
Pleasure to be back.
Let's talk a little bit about where the committee stands at this point in your township. You're back as mayor.
Yes, I have been on the committee for 23 years, 17 of them as mayor, but the last 2 years I was not. And as of January, we have some new people that have joined us, and I have been reappointed mayor. And we're trying to get back on track to some lost ground over the last couple of years.
And let's get into some of the projects that you feel are important for the community. One is Richland Village. What's the overall vision for this, and what does Richland Village actually include?
Well, Richland Village is our one opportunity that I see as a rural Pinelands community to try to find a little bit of an economy, have some businesses, have some jobs, have some reasons for tourists to come visit our area. And it encompasses only about a half-mile area along US Route 40 in Richland, and we call it Richland Village. It has a Cape May Seashore Lines train that goes from Richland to Tuckahoe. We have the Patcon Valley Model Railroad, which is a beautiful model railroad display. We have the old-fashioned Richland General Store and numerous other shops. We have about 14 different businesses. We have Shoreline Vintage, it's an antique and consignment store, and we're looking at some new things coming as well. Recently, we've just learned that a business was purchased in Richland that was a restaurant and tavern since the 1930s. It's had 5 or 6 different lives since then, but it's going to become something called the Lazy Eye Distillery. It's the first of its kind in New Jersey. It'll be open this summer, and it is different than a microbrewery, different than a winery. Under federal law, permits are now available to operate a distillery that makes moonshine, vodka, something called grappa, also vodka martinis, and a number of other specialty items. And it will kind of be a tourist attraction as well as somebody coming to taste out the different beverages that they offer.
So it's a new distillery in a historic location, but what about other businesses? Are you working to attract additional businesses to the site?
Yeah, during the last couple of years, a number of businesses have been discouraged at coming in. We have different types of buildings, and we have what used to be a former service station that we have just reached an agreement on for a pool company to open up either later in 2014, but at worst the beginning of 2015. We have another building that was damaged by a pipe bursting about 1.5 years ago, and it has a lot of mold and other type damage, and that has been fully covered by our insurance company, and that building is going to be remodeled, and we have 2 or 3 interested tenants for that. So we're kind of trying to rejuvenate Richland Village at this point. Aside from the different administration having different ideas and actually to the point of trying to sell off the whole village and just do away with it, the economy hasn't been great the last few years, and it's starting to look a little better. So I'm pretty excited about trying to do something good with Richland Village again. And
just a few seconds left, but you have some other projects that you're working on, including improvements to the MLK Community Center.
Right. The King Center has a new roof. It has a flat roof. This will be a new roof structure that'll make it better for solar and heating and cooling costs, new playground equipment going in at our Michael Debbie Park, and other projects.
Thanks for being with us. We've been talking with Mayor Chuck Chiarello. I'm Jill Horner.